I was 21. I fell in love with a woman for the first time. I wasn't expecting it. Someone I worked with. And it was interesting because I realized later we'd had about a 4-month courtship. From that point on, what I had done was opened a door and walked into bisexual. For the next 20 years, I dated a person, not a gender. I fell in love with an essence. But I also defined something because from a child, I had wanted children. But somewhere in this journey, I recognized that if I was with a man, I would have children and a family. And I decided if I was with a woman, it would be a childless relationship. I don't know where this came from because I was black sheep of the family. I did my own thing. I waved my crazy flag. I was hippy-dippy, airy-fairy, woo-woo, still am, and did my own thing. But somehow I created a box, an identity, a label. So 10 years ago, I was about to turn 39. I had just finished a 10-day workshop, a deep dive personal development retreat, and I was talking to the facilitator because I had just come out of a relationship with a man. And I said, I really am ready to have a family. She said, this is what you're gonna do. For 30 days, you're gonna write on a blank sheet of paper all the characteristics, the attributes, what you're looking for in a relationship. You can't skip a day, and you can't read what you wrote the day before or any other day. I said, yeah, I can do that. 30 days, read the 30 pages, and saw lots of duplications and said, this is the core. This is what I'm looking for. A couple weeks later, I go out to dinner with my gay boyfriend in the Castro, and he says, let's go for a drink afterwards. And I'm like, I'm frumpy. I'm not ready to go to a bar. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Okay, cool. If my friend's working, this will be great. We sit at the bar. We people watch. A woman passes by, catches my eye. I smile. A little while later, come out of the bathroom. She's right there. Hi, my name's Erica. What's yours? I took her hand. I looked into her eyes. There was no sound because I was having this feeling of saying hello again. Familiarity, comfort. I'd never felt that in my life. The sound came back because we're standing next to the DJ booth on the dance floor. My name is Anne. It's nice to meet you. And I walked away. 2 steps later, a tap on my back. She says, can I have your number? And I said, yeah, let me get my card. And she asked me, are you gay or straight? And I said, I'm bi. She said, I'll call you. I said, great. A couple days later, we have that phone call, talk about who we are, what we're doing, what our plan is. And I said, okay, this is my deal. I'm going to find a man, I'm going to fall in love with him, I'm going to have my kids, and I'm going to have my lesbian lover on the side because men like that shit, and this is going to work. She said to me, I'm done with bisexuals. I want a lesbian. So I said, great, neither one of us is what we're looking for. No pressure here. We can go on a date. Oh. We did. It changed. In 2 weeks, I knew I'd met the person I was going to marry. I found out later it took her 2 days. Yeah. This is 2008. In May, gay marriage became legal in the state of California. Now, what did that mean? That validated things. For her, her whole life, she wanted a wife, and so this was the thing. Now, the election was coming, and basically, we weren't sure what was going to happen. My aunt advised me, you want to be married, you get that paper. So we went to the bar on a rainy Saturday afternoon, had a Cosmo, the bartender was our witness, and a dear friend of mine officiated the signing of a marriage license. Then she proposed. We got engaged. Then we planned a wedding. A month before our wedding. Now she had this thing on the bottom of her foot she had told me about. I had seen, but I couldn't do anything about it. She'd stepped on a nail. She never went to the doctor. I said, I'm going to be your wife in a month. You're going to the doctor. She had melanoma.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
So, we got married. The surgeon said, have your wedding, go on honeymoon. We started our marriage with surgery. It was on the bottom of her foot, she didn't walk. We had to deal with a lot of things that brand new married couples don't usually deal with. Then we moved into healing, and our plan was to have kids after we got married. The gift in this, her brother, also gay, offered to be our donor. So we went into this journey, and I got pregnant. As I grew this baby and she grew her health, we moved into that next place. This little girl came into our life, brought love in a magnificent way. And then 9 months later, we actually made one more try, which didn't work, which is a gift in essence. The decline, it had metastasized to her liver. 18 months later, after a 4-year courageous battle, she passed away. I was left with a 2-year-old, and I'm a single mom. Labels, identity, boxes that we check. So I became a bisexual, and then I became a lesbian in a marriage. I was a mother and then a single mother. I'm white, I'm Jewish. How do labels define us? Are we born with them? Do we adopt them? Does community bring them to us? How do we decide? How does that label serve us? How do we grow? Or how does it create restrictions or exclusions? What I invite you to do is to take a look at your life, the ways that you've identified, the ways that you have created names for yourself, the things you've brought with you, the things you've strived for. I invite you to be authentic and curious, to be transparent and fluid. We come in with a purpose at birth, and through our life, we evolve, whether we want to or not. So be willing to identify who you are in your soul and have that come through. Thank you.